stew. You're back, I say with surprise, as he comes over to my side. I'm sitting not too far away from the main fire, only half listening in on the conversation as Kemli and Seva discuss the best way to dry a certain type of needle leaf. I have the pieces for Cashal's new belt spread out in front of me, and I pause in my work when he presses a happy kiss atop my head. Why are you back so fast?
It is because he has a pretty mate to return to.
Kemli teases us, turning to give Cashel a knowing look.
It makes his feet speed over the snow.
Cashel just leans in close and whispers in my ear.
I move faster by myself.
Because you didn't have to drag me along? I feel guilty that I made the effort so much harder for him yesterday, and then made it even worse by crying. He shakes his head, his hair tickling my face as he leans over me.
Because I ran most of the way.
I snort giggle with amusement as he gives me a cheeky look. Cashel plucks the leather strips out of my hands and ignores the protest I make.
You have been working too hard. For the rest of the afternoon, it shall be a day of laziness.
Oh, I don't know. I glance over at the women, wondering if we're going to be judged. Seva just rolls her eyes at Cashel and goes back to talking to Kemli. Neither one looks all that concerned with the thought of me having a day of laziness. Are you sure?
I am sure,
Cashel says, gathering up the leather strips and loops and tossing them into a pile.
I am going to relax, and you are going to keep me company.
He gestures at the bathing pool in the center of the cavern.
And we are going to start in there.
As he grabs the pile of leather pieces, several of them drop to the ground. I scoop them up and follow after him as he heads to our cave. It sounds to me like someone's making excuses, so I'll wash his back for him.
And my front,
he adds cheerfully. I laugh. Can't do just one side, I guess. I'd hate for your dirt to be uneven.
It is true. I am very, very dirty.
Cashel gives me an arch look. That makes me burst into a fit of giggles. It's clear he's just talking about general dirt, and I'm taking it to a filthy sexual place, but it's so damn funny to hear. He just makes me laugh, and I love it. Being around him makes my heart feel so much lighter, and I already feel better. I spare one last glance at the elders to see if they're judging us, but no one seems to have noticed. Maybe they really don't care. Maybe I can just relax and not worry about fitting in. We drop our things off back to our cave, and I'm a little surprised when Cashel immediately strips and saunters out to the bathing pool buck-ass naked. He is clearly not shy. I undress but keep a fur wrapped around me as I head toward the bathing pool and drop it at the side. I'm not entirely used to the nudity. Not quite yet. Nora and Josie are already bathing, and I smile awkwardly at them as my big naked mate hops into the pool and accidentally splashes them. "Hey, watch it!" Nora says. "I'm trying not to get my hair wet." Her highlights are growing out, revealing ash-brown roots, and she's got a carved stick poked through a bun of hair to keep it dry. "So, how's the newlyweds?" "Great," I say. and poke Cashel in the side before he can contradict me. I beam at both of them. Where's Dagesh today? Nora gives a great gusty sigh and sinks lower into the water. Hunting with Herrick and Warwick. He won't be back for a week or so. They're replenishing one of the caches near the Ancestors' Cave. She makes a moo of displeasure. I miss him already. Cashel makes an unhappy sound.
They left already, and took Warwick with them.
Yeah, Dagesh figured that you wouldn't be up for leaving your mate for so long just yet. She shrugs. It's no big deal. I think Warwick was thrilled to be invited. And Farley's thrilled that she doesn't have to have lessons while he's gone. Josie grins. She's supposed to join us, but she went to the storage cave for more soap berries and hasn't come back yet. I glance over at Cashel, and he's got a troubled look on his face. It's clear that not going on the hunt is bothering him, and I fight down a surge of panic. I'm glad he didn't go. The thought of him leaving my side for that long makes me utterly panicky. I can deal with a few hours, but a week? I'm not ready. Before Cashel can speak up, I grab him by the shoulders and push down, trying to dunk him in the deep pool. He goes under, the water bubbling with his breath, and Josie erupts into a fit of laughter. A moment later, his tail locks around my foot, and before I can celebrate my win, I'm pulled under too. Sputtering, I find my way back to the surface, and Cashel pulls me into his arms, nipping at my jaw.
That was naughty of him.
I grab his chin and slide my arm around his shoulders, floating next to him in the water. I don't want you volunteering to go on a long hunt, I whisper, keeping my voice low enough so the others don't hear. You have to stay with me. He nods, sensing my unease.
I will not leave your side. Do not worry.
Relieved, I sink into his arms. Maybe you don't dunk me either.
Maybe you do not dunk me,
he counters. Oh my God, enough with the flirting, Nora says, splashing a small wave over at us. You're making me miss my man. Sorry. The water's like a hot tub, and I can blame my blush on that, I hope. I glance over at Josie, and she's smiling at us, but there's a wistful expression on her face. I know how it feels to want this so badly. There's not many left that haven't resonated, and it's hard not to feel like a reject when there's so many single guys and Jerquis doesn't speak up. I made a mental note to try and spend some time with my friend tomorrow so she feels included. Look what I found! Farley comes racing out of one of the storage caves,